Oh my good. Well, fans, here we are. I'm sorry, we got a little taken aback here because we're all reading the new Nikolai Volkoff comic book.
What an awesome comic book!
What an awesome comic book this is, Nikolai.
I did go on Facebook.
You did? Did you in the past week? Ordered yourself a copy finally?
And all the people out there should go on Facebook and search Nikolai Volkoff and look at this comic book. Great historic value.
You sound like you have some royalties involved in this. He doesn't, does he, Nikolai?
I don't think so.
Thank goodness. I hope you never know who's going to get a cut. But a good friend of mine, John Crother, was kind enough to send me my copy, and then I think the rest here, well, Nikolai, of course, has his own copy, but Bully probably stole his from some little kid walking down the street. No question about that. You're awful quiet this week already.
I'm reading the book.
Well, I know
it's so enticing you can't take your eyes off of it.
It's taken you since last week just to get past the first page.
I love it.
I
can't get past his grandfather's mustache.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I made a little assertion to the fans last week why Bully can sit here and read that not only are we going to find out this week if Nikolai Volkoff is in the family, what do you call your group? Is it a family? Is it a stable?
Big Bully Busick group.
That's very original. How long did it take you to come up with that?
As long as it took you to come up with that goofy tie you got on.
You want this tie, don't you? He wants this tie, Nikolai.
Yeah.
He wants this tie. It's very
Yeah,
good.
I want that tie like I want typhoid fever.
Now, fans, you may have noticed on the set the past few weeks that balloons have shown up. These cheap decorations have shown up.
Big celebration.
Here we go. This $1.98 wine with a expiration date has shown up again.
I couldn't get the Slivovitz in time.
And look at this. The beautiful crystal has showed up again. Plastic. What a joke, Bully. Well, you think you told the people in the back you're here to celebrate.
UPS won't deliver to you here anymore because they said something about you didn't pay your bills.
Right, we're spending it on the bomb-sniffing dogs for all the packages you have arrived.
I do send a few here.
Not from you. They're to you.
From Moscow.
We have to get them. Well, we're going to talk about that in the weeks to come. Don't think I've forgotten your ties to Russia. By the way, Nikolai, I never asked you. What's your opinion of Vladimir Putin?
Well, really, he's in tough position, tough job, and I hope everything does good. Trump is a very smart man, and I vote for him, and Trump the good stuff because it's better to be friend than fight it.
That's a better friend.
Yes.
But Putin does kill journalists. We don't like that.
No,
you better watch what you're doing, Scott, because I'm going to tell you what, I might put the call in, and you might be floating down the Ohio towards Steubenville.
I know that I would worry about that normally, but you're too cheap to pay for that phone call overseas, so I know it'll never happen.
I'm too cheap to pay to take the body to the river.
Oh, he's such a bully. You know, they named him right when his mother named him. Did she name you that? Is that on your birth certificate?
Don't be a wise guy over there.
It came out. This was a bully. I think he came out wearing that hat.
He earned that name.
He did. He absolutely did, Nikolai. As I say, the cheap crystal's here. The cheap wine is here because he thinks he's got a celebration. He thinks Nikolai's going to join up with him. Frankly, I have my doubts. But we're going to save that for the end of the program. Jeff Bargo is back here because he wants to be witness to Nikolai joining up with Bully, if that happens.
What do you mean if that happens? It's going to happen, and you ain't going to like it either, are you, Jeff? Mr. President.
Cards are played, okay?
Okay, we'll see.
The cards will play. But now here is the surprise that I led on to last week. Now this is an old piece of material here. Nikolai, when's the last time you saw a record?
Oh my God, yeah.
Look at that. Now this is the wrestling album. Now folks, you can see that on your television there at home. There are so many stars on this thing. You open up the cover here. This is how they used to do it. Oh, look who's there inside the cover.
Nikolai Volkoff.
Nikolai Volkoff, Roddy Piper, Iron Sheik, stars galore, Captain Lou Albano, Jimmy Hart, George Steele, who just left us sadly on the cover here. Jesse Ventura, who went on to, whatever happened to Jesse? Where did he end up?
Jesse is now living in Mexico. He just have a new show coming up on television.
Is he? He's a tremendous fellow.
Yes.
Now, tell me a little bit about how this came about. You sing track. You have track number 2 on here.
Yeah.
Nikolai. Now, Karamia. Is that how you say that?
Karamia.
Why that song? Where'd that come from?
Because I like classical music, and that was very classical music, and I have 5 minutes to learn the song and sing it in the studio, and I did it.
Now, 5 minutes?
Yeah,
They
5
didn't tell
minutes.
you were coming to do it?
No, I was a little bit surprised, I guess. I was there, and Fred Blade said, "Come on, Nikolai, you can do it," and I did it.
Now, I want you to get the camera here on Nikolai in a second, because we're going to ask him to do something. Of course, he does not represent Russia in any way, but he became famous. And I want him to start by telling the story of how it was. He told me this on the radio not too long ago. How it was that he started to sing the Russian national anthem at the beginning of all his matches. And then I want him to do what he has done so many times here on this show this week. Nikolai, how did that all start? Because it became so hated.
Well, at that time, when the United States and Russia was in a Cold War, I was represented in Russia. So when I was wrestling Mid-South, the time promoted Bill Watts, he had an idea that if we start playing the record, the Russian national anthem before my match, if we could be good for the people, get excited the people more. And we did. And then Griffith Smith at the time, Jake the Snake father, he was an agent. He forgot his tape, or lost his tape, and we have a big show in a Superdome in New Orleans. I was less a Magnum PA for the belt, and I beat him that time. And he was crying. It's true. I like the guy, but it's true. And Griffith said to me, he said, "Nikolai, today I'm going to be fined $1,000. I said, "What for?" He said, "Because I forgot your tape." So I said, "I have an idea. Tell the people that I apologize, Nikolai will apologize, not be able to hear the Russian national anthem playing on tape." And he said it to the people was all happy. They were screaming, happy, and I said, "However, tell the people I still want them all to stand up because I will sing Russian national anthem." When he said that, the whole building exploded. That was the first time in my life I got scared. I thought the building could come down. And that was the Russian national anthem born.
And as they say, let's hear a little bit of it, Nikolai.
So, Союз нерушивых республик свободных платила навеки великая Русь, да здравствует свободный и вольный народов, ныне могучий Советский Союз. До свидания, товарищ.
Now, Nikolai.
Dobro. You know, he taught me how to sing too. You want to hear me sing?
Go right ahead. Yeah, that's just what we want to hear.
Хорошо.
Hey, lala moya, jaya kucha toya. Hey, lala moya.
Boy, windows broke between here and Steubenville all the way.
You just put your
That's
two
Nikolai what I
languages.
was singing about.
Oh my! What was he singing about, Nikolai?
He was singing his girlfriend.
Oh, is that right? Was that what he was doing? Nikolai, what does the Russian
I was
national-
singing, where do you live, my girlfriend? Where the hell, lala moya, jaya kucha toya.
Hey, Kuchatoya. Oh my goodness gracious. Nikolai, what does the Russian national anthem mean in translation?
But being Soyuz being the United Soviet Republic, I live forever because I have a big Russian heart. You know, it's very hard to say word to word by another language, but that's for me. You know, Soyuz means United Soviet Republic. You know, stay together. And fight and win all the fights in a victory for the Russian people and Russian soul.
It's a tremendous song. How many times do you think you've sung that?
Oh my God!
Millions.
Too many, yes.
Without question. Well, I tell you what, we're going to go up to a match. I'm going to continue to read this great Nikolai Volkoff comic book from Inverse. Just go to the Facebook page. Nikolai Volkoff comic book is all you got to search, and that will give you all the information on how you too can get a copy of this great piece of reading material. We're going to find out if the bully has aligned himself with Nikolai Volkoff, or Nikolai Volkoff has aligned himself with the bully, however you want to say. We're going to find that out before this program's over. Stay with us. We'll be back after this match.
And the book is very true story.
Based on a true story. What a great match that was. Bully, we're only one match away from finding out if Nikolai's going to join up with you. And frankly, your whole world's starting to crumble because I don't think Nikolai's going to join up with you.
My
Hughes,
world's not crumbling. I'm on top of the world.
Mr. Hughes wants nothing to do with you anymore.
Mr. Hughes is just fine. I'll handle that situation.
Butcher Beast, we learned, is stuck in Japan. You didn't get him out. You thought you were slick, but you didn't.
Yeah, because your president over here, he pulled a few strings, filed a few phony complaints. I seen what you signed, by the way. I'll discuss that later with you.
Tanu the Savage is ill. We don't know where he is. He ate a guy, I think in the forest. He's never been the same. Big barbarian. And Ox Baker Jr., I heard he's working at a 7-Eleven somewhere outside of Fresno now. So your whole group is, well, who do you have? What do you got?
I got everything covered A to Z.
You think you're going to put it all on Nikolai? And after the next match, we're going to find out if that is indeed the case. People in Steubenville have been calling during the break, wanting to know, is Nikolai Volkoff going to join up with Big Bully Busick? And the odds are against it, even in Steubenville.
In Steubenville odds against Big Bully Busick?
Absolutely.
Don't eat that, Elmer.
100%.
Don't eat that, Elmer. That's horse govno.
Ooh.
We might have to bleep that. I don't even know. Horsegluvna. Here we go. We're going to go to the break. And right after this, we're going to find out if Nikolai Volkoff is joining up with the biggest shyster this side of the Mississippi.
Everything's going to be just fine.
It looks like you look hurt over there. You need some oxygen? You're starting to worry. You worry me, Bully. We're going to be back right after this short but important match. What a great one coming up. Spears back here, and the time...
Exciting times.
The time for talk is over.
Look at him. Nikolai, you look great today, by the way.
You just
I love the comic book. I got people all over the East Coast going on Facebook and doing a search for Nikolai Volkoff, the comic book. He's going to be getting thousands upon thousands of orders, and they're going to be checking it out.
All your friends?
All and the gyms, I got him booked nationwide in the gyms, and he's just won it all over. That's Nikolai Volkoff.
Both of your friends?
Yes.
Yeah. What a... anyway.
You're
you gotta
cute.
understand-
You're cute.
Thank you. Bully's very upset.
You're cute, lot like a mule's glizitza.
Ooh.
Nikolai, you have to tell me later on what this gentleman is saying, because I don't think he's on the level over there. He's starting to lose it a little bit, because he's getting worried. He's speaking in other languages, because he knows that a man of great integrity, a man who's run for public office, a man who fled communism because of the roughages of it to democracy, is not going to join up with him. Bully, the floor is yours. One last time. Why do you think this man's going to join up with you? What have you based this on? Go ahead.
Years and years of being with Nikolai. I've followed his workout routines. I've followed his history in the ring. He's unbeatable. He holds record after record. He comes up. He knows that I've mentored my new managing career after Freddie Blassie. He knows that Freddie Blassie took him and the Iron Sheik to the tag team championships of the world. They made lots of money. They covered A to Z. They've done it all, and now he's going to come in here just like Mr. Hughes did, and he's going to clean house.
Well, that was a good pitch. So let's see.
Tell him, Nikolai.
Let's
Tell
see
him.
who is who, and the time for talk has come. Nikolai Volkoff, are you going to
I'm
join up
excited.
with the... Is that the face you get when you get excited?
I'm excited.
Looks like something else I can't talk about here on this television program. Are you going to join up with the Bully?
Mr. Bully,
Stop.
I have a good news and bad news.
All right?
What would you like to hear first?
Good news. The good news that you're coming.
First of all, I don't drink, and I hate stinking cigarettes.
Oh.
And here's my answer. And dos vidania.
Dos vidania, Nikolai.
Что ты делаешь? Как вы...
Oh.
Что ты делаешь?
Do you see what this is, folks, right here? This is a no. A cigar in a cup. Bully, he has told you no.
Strike three.
They've all abandoned you. Well, we thank Nikolai Volkoff certainly for being here. You know,
I can't believe it.
I knew he never liked you.
I can't believe it.
Didn't
you swayed him.
I didn't do it. I've been sitting here the whole
You've been
time.
telling him lies, and you've been telling him lies.
How do we tell?
Somebody go get Nikolai. I got to
You're
talk to
saving
him.
that $3 cigar.
That's
after
a
it
good
was
cigar.
dumped in your wine that has an expiration date in this
Well,
cheap China.
We're trying to get the Schlievovitz. I think he's just mad at me because I didn't get any Schlievovitz.
It's over. You have nobody now. Nikolai Volkoff's abandoned you. It's done.
I can't believe it.
I loved it. I believe it all. Folks, Nikolai Volkoff has just made history. He has told the bully no. Not gonna
I
join
can't
him.
believe this.
Again,
I got a few tricks up my sleeve, Scott Spears.
you have tricks up your sleeve?
I do.
Well, you're going to have to come watch this program next week, folks, to find out what those are. But the Nikolai Volkoff comic book is where you want to be. From Inverse, on Facebook, Nikolai Volkoff comic book.
I can't believe you see what he did to my
I
cigar.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
You did something to make you mad. I don't know what it was.
Nikolai's always
And
been a dear friend.
you and I are going to have a talk after the
Next
show.
week, the bully.
You're out another $3, it looks like.
That's about 4 of those cigars.
Yeah.
That's it for this week, folks.
Where's
Next-
my Cubans from last month?
They're stuck in that cake, that cheap
Still
cake.
stuck in
you
that cake.
bought, that disgusting cake. We'll be back next week, folks.